Hey, Coach, so excited you found us on YouTube. Couple things. First of all, go subscribe. We put a new video out every day. Not everyone will be the one you want, but it will give you a notification. Hit that little bell. Second thing is go over and check out teachhoops.com for coaches who want to get better. Videos, resources, mentoring, office hours, one-on-one calls, you name it. We've got it. Let us help give you some banners and put them in your gym. Let me help you do that. Go over and check it out, teachhoops.com. Let's head off to the video.
All right, welcome to Coaching Youth Hoops. Coach Bill, how are you?
I am amazing.
I am too.
No, we usually don't talk about when we're recording this, but I think it's important because it's the first day, at least here in California, for basketball tryouts. So there's a lot of nervous kids. I trained over the weekend.
They all got their fingers crossed. I know.
Well, and then it's a little pressure on me too, because I'm thinking, man, are they ready?
I know.
You
I know.
As
a coach, it's the worst day when you have to cut. I hate it.
Yeah, that's the
worst day. It's the worst day.
Even when they like they should be cut.
Yeah, I know. And even it's like when you're putting them on a quote unquote, like for youth coaches on a beat, I hated that. Like 18 beat, like all that stuff. But that could be a topic too at some point. We talk about differentiation of teams.
Yeah,
Oops, that would be an interesting topic at some point. But before we jump into the topic today, I want to give a big shout out to our Facebook group, Coaching Youth Hoops. It has grown. It's like our little baby, isn't it, Coach?
Growing. It's definitely growing. You see it.
It's growing. And to be honest,
a
lot of the topics coming up over the next month are going to be from the group. The discussions are unbelievably good in there.
Yeah, a lot of great coaches. That's a good resource if you're a youth coach. There's a lot of great youth coaches in there, and it's I think what's important is policed.
Yes,
you and I read everything, so
it's part of my job. Part of my job of coaching youth hoops is policing that thing. Yeah. Trust me.
Keeping questionable people out.
I hate to break it to you. It's one strike and you're out. It's not 3 strikes.
Yeah.
We
want a clean community.
We do.
But Coach, how do they find it?
They go to Facebook and type in for groups Coaching Youth Hoops. And I'll put a link down below in the show notes too. So people can find it it's great. It's 3,500 at least.
Yeah,
34,000
you're up to now.
Yeah. So, and they're all talking. It's like, what out of bounds play, or what drill do I need to run, or blah blah blah. And it's like the discussions are great. So I just wanted to put that plug in. It's free. It's something that it's Coach and I giving back to the Coaching Youth Hoops community. My job is to police it, make sure everyone's behaving themselves. But
right.
I can tell you, I haven't had to kick many people out. There's been a couple that have gotten a little rude, but other than that, it's been really good over the last year and a half, 2 years.
And like you said, we're going to bring up the next few podcasts. We're going to highlight some of the conversations in that group, because I think they're great discussions, and get a little feedback from us on those discussions. And speaking of that, today's one is what are we talking about?
Hoops team building. Team building. I know.
So we had questions, a lot of questions about this in various forms about, I have a new team. How do I get them gelled quickly? What do I do? What are some activities? So I know you've put a lot of thought into that.
Well, I think it's an important part, even at the youth level, that,
absolutely.
It really is. Of course, you need the X's and O's, and you need to be tactical, and you need to know how many timeouts you have, and all of those things are important. But especially when you only see, and I saw this when I was coaching my own son and my own daughter, that you only see them a couple days a week, and you're trying to build this group. I don't want to refer to them as bad news bears, but it's this it's this plethora of personalities and groups and ages, and you're trying to get them to come together and be cohesive. Yeah. And I found the pizza parties and the team building things and all of those things helped us be more successful, for them to listen at practice, to run our stuff, to have more fun,
Yeah.
to win more games is the one of the objectives. So yeah, I think I think it's a lost part of coaching youth hoops.
Yeah, and and a lot of coaches, I think the reason it doesn't surface is because of time, right? They don't have a lot of time, or maybe they don't have the idea. So let's talk about a few of those ideas that you could do in practice that gives you some, gets that team bonding started, and then outside of practice. I know my teams, they always look forward. We were just talking about, we didn't make the playoffs this fall. So they're like, Coach, you already scheduled playoffs and, team snap. So can we take that day to do some team bonding? And I'm like, absolutely.
Right.
So we're going to a pumpkin patch during the regular playoffs because it's October here. So, right. So we're going to pumpkin patch and carving pumpkins. And,
okay, so you're in California. I didn't know they had pumpkin patches in California.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, they ship the pumpkins in, or they grow
No,
pumpkins?
no, they got, I know, Central Valley. It's where all
Oh,
the
that's true. That's true.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I forget California has all those
Yeah, it's
different
like,
climates.
yeah.
I'll tell you something I did with my group was with my son's group is we took a vote. We were gonna have a movie night. So they were gonna come over. I was gonna order pizza, and they got to vote. So we gave a list of appropriate movies, and then we had kind of a vote. So we kind of did a bracket thing, is it going to be Hoosiers versus Space Jams?
Yeah,
And blah, blah, blah.
good idea.
And then they couldn't argue about the movie because it was a team decision, and we voted, and then we eventually ended up with a winner at the end. I think it was Space Jams actually won that year. It was like a
Totally.
But anyway, it's I let them kind of pick the movie. I don't care. But if you ever say which movie do you want to watch, and you got 9 different kids, some of them are going to throw out R-rated movies. First of all, some of them are going to throw out, like, you wanted basketball related. So that was something fun that we did. Another thing I did with, especially as the kids got older, is I had them draw an out of bounds play, and then we ran them in practice, and then we picked one of them, and that was next game. That's the out of bounds play.
That's a great idea. Get them involved in picking something that make it their own.
It is, but I'm going to tell you the hard part. It was homework, so I ran off a bunch of stuff, and to try to decipher like a 7th grade play, it was interesting. They could have used basketballplaycreator.com. That's what they could have used, basketballplaycreator.com. Anyway,
everybody should be.
That's a cheap plug. That's a cheap plug for basketballplaycreator.com. But they could have used that because their writing was horrible. It's like, and they just draw things. And there was one kid that I think he drew the play on top of the play on top of the play.
Of the play, yeah.
You couldn't where's everyone moving, and like,
and what step, yeah.
So those are just a couple. But tell them about the hoopsteambuilder.com that we set up for them to get a bunch. I think I made 50 of them up.
I think I'm looking at it. Yeah, 51 ideas. So 51 ideas, team building activities you can do, and these are really good. I'll name a few. And again, you can go to hoopsteambuilding.com. It's a free resource. You can go over there and download that. You have pick a weekly theme, find and share an inspirational story, learn a new skill.
Hey, you did something with a theme in your team. What did you do? Like,
yeah, we do a bunch of little things. I have them. We did the one you have here, which is baby pictures. We did baby pictures, and they had to guess whose picture it was. We do our team bonding is we do it every practice, which I've talked about here, which is our red dot, right? And we relate everything back to the red dot, which is rebounding, efficient scoring, defense, drive open together. And then at the end of every practice, a person raises their hand and say, I want to give a red dot away. and it's literally a physical sticker that the person gets, but it has to say, Addison was today in practice, she really demonstrated great rebounding, she boxed out, she talked, right? It's one of the pillars. And then that girl gives it away, and then Addison gives one away, and whoever she picks gives one away. So we do 3 a practice.
Okay.
It's a physical, and it's a nice way because then they feel recognized in practice.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember that.
What else do you have on here? I like this one. Write a thank you note to your parents. That's a good one.
I always tell them my players do that for a teacher too.
Yeah, no, that's a really good idea. I'm trying to think of all this. You know what we did for team bonding? This was a bigger one, but we would go down to our shopping area and we would do karaoke. We would challenge a stranger to karaoke, and they had to record it, and then whoever had the most at the end, they would team up. It was awesome. And the other one we did was rock, paper, scissors. And again, same, go down to a mall area and they would challenge strangers, because what I'm teaching them is to get outside their comfort zone.
Right.
And for the ones that are already like, oh, this is going to be so easy, and then there's other ones that are like, I'm going to throw up if I have to talk
I gotta talk to a stranger. I know,
right? And they're all adult supervised. I always get that, but are you letting they all, there's 2 kids and 1 adult, and they go around. Yeah. So, but yeah, those are just some of the
it's a tease. It's a tease. If you want give them the URL again.
Yeah, it's hoopsteambuilding.com. Hoops, plural, teambuilding.com. It's a free download. Like Steve put this together, 51 ideas that you can do with your team. Stuff in practice, out of practice, easy stuff. If you have 5 days of practice, or if you only meet once a week, there's something in here you can pull. Don't underestimate the idea of team bonding, though. The kids will love you. They'll listen to you a lot more too, and they really do enjoy those activities.
All right, they do. All right, till next week, Coach.
Till next week.
Hey, Coach. So glad you enjoyed that video. Hope you did, at least. Let me know how I can help. Join Teachhoops.com. I've been through it all. I've won championships, got a lot of rings. Let me know how I can help you become a better basketball coach, too.